Yo, what's up, it's Shane Elemental Gamer, back again with that Final Fantasy Type-0 HD greatness. Right now I'm chugging on some iced tea that I made, and I garnished it with apples. Like, I like it when I take a sip of the iced tea, that the fucking scent of the apples, like, go into my nostrils, and it's just a nice sensation. But, I digress. I mentioned last Let's Play about, like, anime and video games, and how they come together, and how I don't understand how you can love one but not the other, and also on, you know, like things that, you know, you never really got into, but other people, it's very popular with other people. Like for me, it's I never got into monster movies, big monster movies, or wrestling. You know, a lot of people like that in the gaming community, but that's the thing, like, because I've never gotten into it, I don't try to get into it, you know, I stick to what I know. There might be times where I might, you know, step out of my boundaries and do something different, but other than that, I stick to what I know, and that's primarily anime and video games. I just had to burp there. But, I mean, I don't know, I have no respect for people who, you know, because I've met a few people who, their whole thing on life is faking it to make it. And, you know, I have no respect for people like that, because, and this is me being deep, because, I mean, you know, that's not right to the people who has been doing it, you know, who has been doing it for the longest time, you know. I mean, you got people who just faking it to make it, like, you know, they probably grown-ass people just started getting into anime and acting like they the best at it and whatnot. And, oh shit, I didn't realize I was using Ace. I gotta switch Ace out. But, you know, it's shit like that I don't really like, you know. I've known a person like that, like, you know, I've been gaming all my life and shit, you know, ever since, like, I would say, like, the peak of it was in middle school. That's when I really started to get into it heavily, you know, and I like anime and shit like that. But, you know, I remember when I was, like, a teenager, I met this dude, you know what I'm saying, and he was, like, he was on the verge of, you know, becoming an adult and shit, and this dude would just, like, he would fucking, like, read manga online or some shit, and, you know, he didn't know what the fuck anime and shit was. Like, he would hear, like, people talking about Naruto, and he didn't know what the fuck it was. He got into manga and shit, and then, like, a few years later, he's, like, acting like he's the best at that shit, and, you know, I can't stand it, because that's not right to the people who do know what that shit is, you know. But I mean, it's just surprising, you know. That's the kind of people that you know, that, you know, make up a part of this world and shit. Like, I don't really like that shit, especially in the gaming world. Like, you know, who knows, man? Maybe, like I said a few Let's Plays back, maybe these, you know, they have these bigwigs calling the shot, even the game developers that like doing what they do, but they calling their shots, and, you know, these people can't make proper games to save their lives because of the speedballs in charge, you know. So I don't know, I just don't like people like that. And, you know, it's like you can't say anything, because then they're gonna have other people backing them up, you know, with their lives no less. Like, you know, like, oh, like, people do whatever they want, and that's not the case. You can't do whatever you want, you know. Like, that's why people have laws. They got shit like that, you know. Because if everybody can do whatever they want, there'll be constant bloodshed. You know, there'll just be constant bloodshed all around. So I'm just saying that because, yeah, I just don't like that. Like, you know, just stick to what you know, you know. But that's what I always did, you know. I stick to what I know and I use it. But, you know, other people can't stand that. But it's whatever. That's just how it is. Like, you could tell anybody else anything, because then they'd be like, oh, then you try to act like you tripping, you know, but it's the honest truth, you know, because they be having crazy people that just faking it to make it, doing all this shit, you know, and people allowing that shit to happen to them. And then they're the same ones that complaining, you know. It's like, I don't know, it's just stupid, but that's the way it is. But other than that, I'm just grinding right now. Last time I accidentally was using Ace because I wasn't paying attention to who my character was out. But I'll continue this on the next Let's Play.